Hello Marvel Heroes fans! A lot of you have been requesting me to take a look at Kitty Pryde in the test server. She's a brand new hero, and so this new series for you is called Pre-Order or Don't Bother. Now, it's something that I haven't done it before, and usually my guides are a little bit serious and so on. So I'm going to have fun, just have fun playing Kitty Pryde, and I've spent some time gearing her and looking for her build and so on. So and well, I think before we go on to just showcase you what she can do, why not just take a hear of her voice acting, alright? Because some of you may purchase a hero or pre-order a pack because you like the hero, you can relate to the voice acting or not, alright? Just I'm going to shut up and let you hear.
I'm always happy to help.
Alright, happy to help.
I hope we have a plan, because the fight's on.
Alright.
I'm in over my head.
Okay.
I suppose I could use some help.
Okay, asking for help.
Don't make me go ninja on you. Whoa, I think I found something. Come see.
Okay.
I guess I'm getting the hang of this whole hero thing.
Alright.
Oh, great! Like I really needed that burned into my retinas. Wow, I didn't know you cared.
Alright.
That was actually pretty impressive.
Okay, now that was well, one round of all the so-called emotes, and I realized that there are actually two sets of sound file, but I'm not going to press our button until everything appears. So now what I'm going to do, instead of going through the build and so on, I'm going to just play the game with Kitty Pryde, and then after that I'll talk about some of the build options she may have, some of the gear options she may have. Alright, just sit back and enjoy. Okay, this is Cosmic Octopus with Kitty Pryde on the test server, test center. And the first thing you need to do is probably take a look at whether Lockheed is with her or not, because there's a toggle. And there's actually two toggles. One is the Lockheed, and then another one is the intangible, which is something like going to invisible. Alright, so it's very nice. And I'm going in, and she plays a bit like Psylocke in a way, the way that she moves. And I'm playing sort of like, okay, so this is Lockheed that's doing all the stuff, alright, so, and after that, the signature goes something like this, alright, so she's sort of like, well, the signature is a little bit, I think they can use some sort of like, maybe more visual effect on the signature, and alright, so she seems a little bit fragile as well so far. This is Cosmic Terminal, and her health is about 20,000, so I think because I haven't really got any costume fixes on her. This is test center, I'm not going to invest too much time on this one, but I'm happy to sort of like alright, so that is one, and I could recuperate health as well, so it's a lot of fire going on. The fire is from Lockheed, and the alright, so yeah, I think majority of the area damage comes from Lockheed itself. So I'm just randomly go in a bit. Alright. I just need to take some mech hit. That looks a little bit scary. Alright, that's a hit regen, or health regen. So take down this one as well. Okay, so yeah, so what's this experience so far? I think she seems a little bit fragile. Hang on a second. Okay, let me see, maybe I just go in. Alright, so oh, there's a bubble on, so okay, so there's a signature. It hit like a couple of times, and they very strange, this signature. Alright, so that is about it, and I'm not going to do anything here. So yeah, I mean, that is the octopus, and you can see that the Lockheed here will kind of like, this bar is for Lockheed, and you can like, there's an AoE, you can breathe fire, or you can do like cooldown as well. So these are all Lockheed power consuming this energy here. Alright, so Lockheed deal energy damage, while the Kitty Pryde does physical damage, and there are a couple of powers as well that do a little bit of phasing and so on. So I'm going to probably run a few more terminals, just show you how she plays like. Alright, Cosmic Kingpin with the Kitty Pryde at the test center, and you have to remember summoning Lockheed and also maybe team up. And now the one thing good about Kitty Pryde is that she has a power to phase into a target enemy and apply the vulnerability debuff, but there's an 8-second cooldown, so it's not something you can spam. So for example, like this one, she can actually go in, and after that Lockheed can go in and breathe the fire there, and the So I think a lot of area damage will come from Lockheed, you know, her pet. But bear in mind that this doesn't regen as fast as you really wish to. But I mean, she's quite a good teleporter as well. All right, so okay, so there are two of them, and the power there. I somehow still feel that she's a little bit fragile right now, but this all test center or subjected to change and so on. So this is the time when I do a signature. This is a signature that I think is okay, quite interesting. Alright, Lockheed is breathing fire in, and after that there's also an execute function as well. And I'll talk a little bit about the power later on why I do certain things, but I haven't really gone through a number myself because it does take time to study a number, and I sort of like I probably do it in the live server, just so I may not be able to exploit certain things. So my build is just what I feel that is fluid to play with, and that's about it. All right, so. And now onto this final level. Alright, 2 more levels to go. Alright. Yeah, but I do have to watch out for health for quite a fair bit when I play Kitty Pryde right now. Alright. I think it's also due to the part that she doesn't really does a lot of like area damage, because that is probably something Lockheed do. So maybe just a matter of like managing Lockheed energy damage as well, to make sure that there's always some energy available for the fireball or whatever, speedball and the other one. So I don't know, I haven't got to a number yet, so I do not know how competitive some of these numbers are, and maybe I just don't spam it too hard. And alright, so yeah, I think it's just a matter of play style. I think everything is fine here. If I don't spam too much on the Lockheed's power, it actually can do quite a fair bit of area damage. And it's really fun going to Kingpin and one. Okay, there's a bubble there. And 1, 2, 1. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Come on, man. Okay, that's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I feel a little bit slow as well. I don't really have a costume fix, so can't really can't really gauge whether how good or bad she is, because I've got all the geared up, but there's no legendary, no costume fixes. All right, so what should I do? Maybe I do another one, and I probably talk a little bit about power as well. I'll do another one for you guys. Okay, what about Cosmic, the Curse, and Kitty Pryde at the test center? And as I mentioned before, there's actually no legendary, and my costume has no affixes. So but all the rest of the gear are actually pretty decent. I managed to get all the unique for her. Don't ask how. Okay, so now some of these power are disabled because Lockheed was not summoned. So I get my Lockheed down. That's my Lockheed, and let's go. I'm going to just I think I'm just kind of like spam 1 power instead of 2. I'm still learning, as you can see. I mean, this is still very new to me. I haven't really played, Kitty Pryde at all, and I saw like there's a potion in the test center to give you instant level 60. So there's really nothing to shout about. I didn't go through the leveling at the test center for you guys, and but it's kind of fun actually. I kind of like it so far. But I have to be a little bit careful, manage Lockheed as well as manage her as well. Alright, so have to just a little bit careful, yeah? Yeah, I think right now I'm constantly on Mad Kid, to be honest, and because I still haven't really get a feel of the hero. Like I mentioned, it's very new to me as well. And yeah, I mean the first thing I did is just give the potion to get her to 60, and after that gear her up, that's all. So that's the signature. It's, I think the problem with the signature is a little bit uninspiring, I would say. Now I haven't seen the ultimate yet, so if I could manage to get there, I would sort of like very keen to see the ultimates. Alright, so Lockheed is doing it. And I mean, as you can imagine, she can be built as a hybrid hero, but you have an option not to use Lockheed. So Lockheed is not something that is a must. If you don't want to do it, that's fine too. Alright, so wow, hang on a sec, let me just get out. Alright, that hurts quite bad. I don't know why. So my suggestion is to actually probably go and gear for some health gear or whatnot. Oh, maybe the problem is that I know why already, because the medkit button is not being mapped to my the one that I usually do. So here is the key mapping. Use medkit is M, but somehow I should be spacebar. Okay, so I've been playing so far without medkit, so that is quite remarkable. No wonder it's so hard. Right, so that is no wonder. Now I understand why it seems so hard. So I take back all my words, and maybe Kitty Pryde is not that fragile. It's just the one who plays is a noob. Alright. Yeah, because the test center is always a little bit is something like this. You know, they reset some of my settings. And I mean, no, I mean seriously. I mean, she does feel a little bit fragile, to be honest. Alright. So now it's going to curse. I tell you what, I'm going to do an ultimate. Yeah, I'm going to do an ultimate. Alright. So I haven't seen ultimate before. So okay, what does ultimate look like? What? Whoa. Okay. So that is the ultimate. Alright. So that is a signature. Alright, so far so good. Execute. Oh, there's quite a fight here. Come on, man. Come on, curse. Yeah, so I think she not only she needs to be more durable, I think she needs to hit harder as well. Normally, my curse run doesn't take that long. Yeah. Okay, so now go back to the training room to talk a little bit more about Kitty Pryde, and you know, pre-order or don't bother is your choice. All right. All right. So I hope you have you know, some idea of how Kitty Pryde in action is like. I actually have quite a lot of fun playing her, especially as a hybrid. Now I don't think she has spirit issue if you play her as a hybrid. Let me just show you just a normal rotation. Let me just take this one here. And what I'll do is that I'll run through the rotation that I would imagine doing, and after that, I mean, you be the judge on how she is and when I take medkit and so on. So usually, if I do it right, it's something like this. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this is signature. All right. Just the signature is a little bit odd, I think. Yeah, but it seems to hit quite hard as well. So. Okay, so but her hitting doesn't really you know, have any kind of like sound to it, so it's a bit too silent, I think. And yep, that is so far. I still no medkit. All right. Okay. All right. So yeah, I mean, I don't think she has any spirit issue. I mean, which is kind of nice because, you know, with so many heroes that has all this spirit issue, and don't think she really has any spirit issue, as you can see. So now it passed the spirit test. All right. So what about the build variety? Because at the end of the day, you know, it is about having the right build, and you know, is it a fun build or not? So I would say that her Lockheed build. So if you look at her power now, by the way, it's a little bit bugged so far. I mean, I can't really max out one of the power, so you know, that could explain on some of the stuff that you see. But you know, looking at this, she has basically 3 power trees. One is phasing, which is majority of them is on the movement side. So it's a lot of like a movement, kind of like a phasing movement. You see, all these are movement and you know, kind of thing. So I'm not going to go through one by one because that sounds too academic. You know, I'm sure you can figure out yourself. So you know, her phasing is very much like the you know, basically just phasing and movement build, and the other one is more of a bleed kind of thing. So you have a bleed here, and you have the, you know, power against the bleed. So Lin Jitsu is the bleed kind of like you know, power, while by phasing is the is more of a movement kind of thing, and in the middle is Lockheed. So now Lockheed is interesting because Lockheed use this energy power, and there is only one way to recover it if you wish to, is via this buddy system, which is melee kind of a hit. But then this one caused tremendous amount of spirit, so I don't think I'm able to keep up with the spirit for this guy. So in the end I picked something else, but that's fine. I mean, you know, these are all just test center. I do not know how things would turn out to be, you know, when they go to production or, you know, go to live. So just take it as it is first. I mean, all these are not, like I say, it's not something that you know, not a guide, but just you know, based on my experience when I look at tech and so on, how I would you know, spec a hero. So Lockheed is very interesting because it's a toggle. You can have or not have Lockheed. So for example, once you not have Lockheed, the design is that once the Lockheed is gone, you are free to they sort of like remove the share cooldown of Logan Style and Heartbreaker. So there's a share cooldown of these two. So but you know, in a way you could actually have an extra layer if you don't have the Lockheed. All right. Not only that, because once you do not use Lockheed, then damage over time layer of several components are being removed as well. So for example, this one become a bleed with the damage over time, but damage over time doesn't stack with some of the other powers. So it's a little bit odd. So you can't really stack too many things on top. So they sort of like stop you from doing that. So you know, you could do. So what potentially could do is that forget about Lockheed. You say, okay, fine, I don't like Lockheed to be around. I want to be pure physical. You can as well. So what you end up doing is, by the way, all these are very much like that. I think they recycle all the icon for now. I hope they'll change it. These are like Psylocke's one. This is like you know, Wolverine or whatnot. So this is Psylocke, by the way. Okay, so if you look at all this power, I mean, you know, she has quite a number of power that you know, does the this is a cooldown, this is like, you know, main spender. So I was actually playing around with another build as well, whereby I could sort of like do a lot of ninja stuff, but then after that I end up not having anything else to pick up because because there's only a kind of limit on what you can do on this side. And by the way, I mean, you know, this is not another damage over time layer, which I thought it is kind of a waste, because otherwise you could actually mix the dash into the build, but you know, it is what it is for this design so far today. And it's something also very odd to sort of show you, because like this one apply vulnerability facing Samurai, which does the vulnerability, you are invulnerable, steal cost as such, and cooldown as such. But if you come to this side, come on down, it's exactly the same. So these two power is exactly the same, but it's on different trees. So I guess depends on which tree you have higher power, then you pick the one. I don't know. It's kind of strange because, but anyway, this one actually phase into the mob. So you know, you could actually play around with all this power. It's quite kind of fun, and you know, you could do this build. Alternatively, you can do a phasing build also without Lockheed as well, but you pick a lot of stuff here, and after that you pick the Logan Style here. So Logan Style is execute, and then the other one is you know, this is another Heartbreaker. When you pick Lockheed though, you have to pick between the two. You can either have Logan Style or Heartbreaker, you know, so you cannot have both. So they sort of like limit you one less layer when you pick Lockheed. But the good thing about Lockheed is that I apply damage over time layer and it's energy. So if you are a hybrid like myself, then you know that I probably build her as a hybrid, because I see a lot. I mean, I cannot imagine, seriously. I mean, you know, when you look at Kitty Pryde, I cannot imagine.
I knew I could have slept in today.
Yeah, okay, that's what she said. That's why I wear a headset. I cannot imagine, you know, playing Kitty Pryde without Lockheed, because that is so important. I mean, if you are reading the comic book and so on, you know, Lockheed is actually part of Kitty Pryde, and yes, and that's why I really like, you know, I think I'll go for hybrid. So if you go for Lockheed, there will be a hybrid build, and I think, I mean, you know, that so far, I don't know what you guys think about, you know, Kitty Pryde so far. I mean, I have quite a lot of fun, like, you know, playing her. But you know, these are just test you know, environments. So you know, there could be a lot of other tune-up as well, and you know, no doubt, I think her damage probably will go up quite a fair bit in order to make her quite, you know, compatible with other hero. I think, you know, and also I think that she probably need a little bit of you know, a defensive stat as well, because you know, it's just a bit hard to sort of like survive some of these things. Feel a little bit fragile. I mean, you know, and okay, so pre-order or don't bother. So that is the crucial part, right? I think voice acting wise, I love it. I think gameplay wise, I love it as well, because there's Lockheed there, and you know, I think there's enough variation within the build itself. So you know, it kind of keep me excited, kind of keep me happy as well. And I don't really have a lot of complaint. I think she's really fun. I mean, you know, from what I've seen, you can manage two resource bars, so not just one to play with, you have another one for Lockheed, and you have some power for Lockheed as well to manage, and you got to think whether you want to dump all the, you know, energy out as a single target, or you want to spam the area and do not use one of these that cost a lot of like energy as well. So I think in a way it sort of like make my gameplay a little bit interesting. And it also reminds me of my favorite Psylocke as well, because the way that she moves, and you know, if you play Psylocke, it's exactly the same, that she moves that way. And if you play Magneto, kind of like you know, Terminal, you can see her that's just like, you know, just slip through all the platform and so on. So it's very much like Psylocke. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't really have a lot of complaints. So I'm having her because of my advanced pack. So I think pre-order or don't bother, I will say pre-order. All right. So that's all, folks, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Comments and so on, please leave it some feedback as well, because it's the very first time I do this new series. I don't know whether this is useful to you or not, because it does take out one day of my gameplay, you know, just to do this one, but I'm really having a lot of fun. So thank you for requesting, and see you next time. Bye. So, guess what? Here comes the bonus clip, and I just can't stop playing her. Well, I mean, you know, so I thought I sort of like give you an idea how boss rush is like with Kitty Pryde. So very much like this one, and for those who have been playing Psylocke, you probably can totally relate to what this one is like. And alright, so where is...
You're not really helping the mutant cause, Pyro.
Alright, so yeah, come on, man. Pyro. Yeah, it sounds a bit silenced, alright, but ooh, let's just get rid of this thing here. Come on, man. Alright, I hope I get Pyro soon. That is getting a bit long. What's up, Kitty Pryde? Alright, so yeah. See, this is Test Center. I'm really hoping that she'll get a little bit buff. But I want to show you what happened when she defeats Magneto, the kind of the soundtrack. So I'm going to keep silence.
I thought we were making progress and then you just snapped. Eric, stop it!
Where's Magneto? Ooh. Let me get out. And come on, man. Alright.
By gum, ain't a man or beast who can take on the Deadpool kid.
Alright, so yeah, that's all. Alright, this is a wrap. Bye.